Yo, so I meant to ask you earlier, when you pulled up to New York, did you run into our buddy Agallah?
No. And I was in Brooklyn 1 or 2 days. I meant to call Poison Pen to come to the studio one day, and I didn't. The work environment on the studio was kind of volatile. You know, we're working on a big fucking record with Rakim and Master Killer and Corrupt, and it would have been nice to see Penn. I talked to him a few days before I went out there. But no, Agallah was not in any of the places I was at. And I did, but interestingly enough, I had Buckshot come to the studio, and I think at one point in time they lived in the same building. So I could have told Buck to bring him.
When you said in the past that you cannot be a fan of Sean Price and a fan of Agallah, what did you mean by that?
You can like music, like everyone loves the song that's on Grand Theft Auto, you know, the Rising to the Top.
Right.
But Agallah has literally disrespected Bernadette and the legacy of Sean to the point where it's like, if Bernadette tells you we don't fuck with that guy, then you can't be fans of both. Like if you in the mid 90s, when Tupac dropped Hit 'Em Up, like if you loved Tupac like that, you couldn't like Mobb Deep, you couldn't like Jay-Z, you couldn't like Chino.
This is true.
That's where your loyalties had to lie, and that's how I feel about Sean Price. I'm never gonna fucking pick a side over Sean. Not for a fucking Agallah.
How did he disrespect Bernadette?
It's a million ways. It's things you say, things you do. You know, Agallah would go and do interviews saying like Sean was nothing without him. That kind of shit. Now, see, Agallah he has no filter. And I get that criticism a lot too, but there was a point in time in Sean's career where like he wasn't getting beats and shit from anybody. Agallah stepped up to the plate. Okay. That's a real thing. Mm-hmm. But you could say, I gave Sean beats when no one else would give him beats. You don't have to say Sean was nothing without me.
Yeah.
He was already Sean Price. He was fucking rock. Okay.
That's pretty wild to say.
How'd you out there existed, dude, before you?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy to say that, man.
Yeah.
Did you ever have
Sean Price, big ruck known for flashing these ratchets? Love that. Private.
Did you ever have any conversations with Sean about the situation with Ag?
No, because Agallah didn't start disrespecting him until after he was dead.
Got you. Okay. And obviously you've had conversations with Bernadette about it.
Of course. All those dudes. Buckshot, Rim, everybody.
That's unfortunate, man.
Yeah. But that's Agallah. You can't just like, that's where we differ, bro. Like, I'm not shit talking these people just for the sake of shit talking someone. Like, you fucking wronged me and now I'm gonna put it out there. Okay? Agallah just talks to talk. Like, it doesn't matter who's listening. Like, that's where we differ, bro. I'm hoping that over time, the more of these interviews we do, and I'm grateful for them, because it's not just self-serving for you, and it helps push the M80 agenda. Mm-hmm. You know, more people either will come around to like respecting my character in the business, liking me as a person, and ideally supporting my products. But Agallah is just talking to talk with no agenda behind it. Like, what do you hope to get out of saying Sean Price was nothing without you? You think some like new Agallah fans going to emerge and be like, oh my God, I went and fucking discovered your discography. You're so great, bro. No, fuck out of here. That's a stupid thing to say.